Welcome back. Hope y'all did whatever y'all gotta do. Took care of y'all business.
You know, it'd be funny, bro.
What's up?
We be going to these breaks, but it really don't be no break.
It don't be no break. We just be chopping it up. We ain't gonna lie to y'all. We just chopping it up. So
We sat here for
second half.
Like some water.
Second half of the we got some topics.
Yeah, we do.
We got some topics
Get into
for
it.
our guests, and
Get into it. Say like so. My first question is for this second segment of the show. Yeah, do y'all believe in soul ties? Why or why not?
First of all, explain what soul ties
Yeah,
are for
what's-
the audience,
what's-
just in case they don't know.
Your definition.
My definition is
Okay, what's your
I
definition?
don't really
Or
believe in
the-
soul ties, so
You don't believe in soul ties?
I honestly no.
Okay, hold on. So then let me give. So do y'all want to give y'all definition first, or what? Because I can give my.
I guess
You
soul
know
tie would
definition. I mean, but for you, for not to believe in something, you have to have a definition to not actually believe in it.
be okay. So I guess soul ties to me would be like being sexually involved with somebody, right? And then their energy and y'all energy being connected for however long it is.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying?
You got a different definition?
that's about the same. When you interact with somebody sexually, you leave a piece of yourself with them. That's what soul ties is for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about y'all?
Yeah.
Same thing.
Mhm.
So let's get to it. Do y'all believe in soul ties? Yeah, or nay?
I do. I don't think it goes with every person you have sex with, but I feel like it can go towards like one or two people you do. They say you only fall in love 3 times in your life, so you'll either end up
Yeah, who was that?
research.
experts.
Statistics.
The experts. They say you only fall in love. You actually only fall in love 3 times. You might think it's love, but it's not love. So I feel like you can be tied to someone who you do have intercourse with, and that leads to marriage. Some people get married and they're happy until the day they die. Like until the day they die, like they're with that person forever. So like I feel like their souls have been tied together at that point. It might not be in everyone, but I do believe in it.
I never heard that you only in love with 3 people. I never heard that.
I've heard
I've heard
that.
that.
I've heard that.
Okay. So then, what about you, Prissy?
I'm gonna have to say, yeah, I think so, but I don't know. This kind of sitting here and listening to what she was saying, kind of contradicting myself because it's people who I'm like, okay, yeah, it's soul ties, but then what about the people who they had like 100 partners?
Right.
Like it's just like, is it anything at that point? Because they'd be like, oh, I forgot about this person, this person, this person, this person, but it is some people that didn't have multiple, like I follow this girl on TikTok and she like get it in. She like I'm like okay plus.
Hey, hold on.
We already know.
Look up for everybody that's out there that's watching that from the skin.
Y'all wrong as hell.
If you listen,
I'm gonna say it right now. That girl was young as hell.
okay, but listen to her on TikTok. She
She going
remembers
platinum.
all her partners. Like
She
how
will.
she can remember all of them.
I don't think it's a soul tie. I think she's got a good memory.
But no, that means you connected in some type of way. But
Personally, I think when it comes to soul ties, like I think it's based on the level of intimacy you got between that person, right? Because a motherfucker that got like 100 bodies, how many of them, you feel me, coming from a male, how many of them 100 bodies, I'm just, you feel me, beating her goonies down and she out the door, right?
females different.
Compared to, okay, let's foreplay or sex. Then after that, you know what I'm saying? It's that intimacy, right? I think that's where the soul ties come in at.
So let me ask you this. You talk about and this goes for y'all too. So you talk about intimacy. When do you decide how intimate you get with somebody?
Depends on who it is.
Yeah.
So what's the factors? What's the factors?
What's intimacy? Because intimacy is different for different.
Okay, so let's say
To me,
okay.
intimacy is like how I touch you, how I talk to you,
Okay.
how I treat you. You feel me? All of that.
How deep you get in your bag with
The
God?
conversation I have with you, you know what I'm saying? That's intimate to me. You know know, so intimacy is not just sex.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Well, you gotta build a connection first
Okay.
before you can reach any type of intimacy. Like, I'm not just gonna mess with somebody. Like, say me and Prissy just sitting here and we not talking. You think I'm gonna just no?
Right.
You gotta build a connection. You have to actually have a connection with that person in order to build a soul tie. You can't. I don't think. Say you just have sex with someone, you're just having sex with them. That's not a soul tie.
Okay.
Like, you actually have to build a relationship, a connection with that person in order to build a future that leads to a soul tie.
Okay. So what makes you want to build that connection with an individual when you ask that?
We'll talk about it.
It just depends on people's standards. Like, say whatever someone likes in a husband, a wife, like in their future, like they just have to meet someone's standards. I don't know what everyone's standards are, but
Okay, so I gotta
What's your
ask.
standard?
I gotta ask. Right. That's my question. What's your
like, you gotta be
standard?
able to make me laugh. Like,
You often to say because
you gotta have some type of connection, make me laugh. I don't like a dry relationship. Like, make me laugh.
You ain't take that from Meg, did you? Because she said
No.
the same thing.
She-
Meg.
Like
No,
a funny
I'm
person.
my own person.
Okay.
You have to make me laugh. Like,
Okay.
if I can't laugh with you, what are we doing?
Okay. Prissy, we understand you in a relationship, right? Okay, so but still, explain what was the standards for you? Like what for that connection? What was the standards?
For me, I think the biggest thing is respect. The person actually knowing themselves. Because even with me, if I didn't know myself when because me and my boyfriend kind of rekindled from, but the first time I don't feel like I fully knew myself, which was going to be hard for me to get to someone else, knowing someone else if I'm trying to figure out who I am and figure out who they are. So for me, it's because I don't date. It's why I would spend a chunk of time being single because I'm only dating to court. I don't believe in wasting time.
Okay.
So,
That's you.
so for me, I'm gonna have to admit, like we about to be together. Okay, cool. So we work into marriage.
Okay.
So for me, it's like just as it says, a man who finds a woman. I mean, a man who finds a wife.
Right.
You found me as a wife. You ain't found me as a girlfriend. You found me as a wife. But then we gonna work to that. I look at that scripture exactly the same. I found a husband. So that's who I am, but we're just gonna work till marriage. So for me, it's, you gotta know yourself, you gotta respect me, and I am a spiritual person, so relationship with God is also important for me. The other stuff, yeah, people can be funny and you can try to work around that, but some people be like, okay, well you gotta have a this or this and this and this. For me, no, because if I'm not gonna say my age again, but if I don't have this, this, and this, does that make me not a wife right now? So I'm not gonna look at it like, okay, well, you ain't got this, and this, and this, because you 20 whatever, but here we are working, so let's work to that together. Not like, oh, he gotta have money, or like, I think Sweetie was like, he gotta have 8 figures and blah, blah. That's because you're married right now, but me, I'm not gonna look at nobody like, yeah, you need to have this, and this, and this, or whatever. You need to have a house, you need to come with me with a car. You can't be with a car note. Nah, because got a car note. I live in an apartment. I ain't got a house. Let's buy a house together. So for me, I look at stuff a little different. My standards, my friends would say my standards is a little too high, but for me, it's just principles.
Okay. And we talked about that a couple shows back when we talked about, depending on where you at in life, it's gonna be your standards. You're gonna have different standards where you at in life. Like she said, her standards is different from Cardi and so
She's like, I got 8
her standards, her standards.
figures.
Our standards. We got our standards. You feel me? So let me ask you, what's your standards? Gotta put you on the spot, bro. What's your standard?
What's your standard?
No. What's your standard?
Okay, me, honestly, bro, I've never been in a relationship. Never been in a committed relationship. Only had situationships.
Okay, so that's,
Relationships.
okay, go ahead. Did you say why? Okay, she said why.
Because I'm accepted.
Okay.
And I don't half-ass anything. So if I feel like I can't give you everything that I know what I'm capable of, right? And I know how I love, and I know, you feel me, the level of intimacy I can give out to somebody. And I feel like if I can't give you all of that, I'm not gonna give you. You feel me? I'm not gonna commit myself to you.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I'm saying? So my standards is you gotta compliment me. I got something to lose as an individual. to lose. So if you ain't got nothing to lose, you can't beat me.
So you the catch. That's what you saying?
Aren't we all?
Okay, get into
You know what I'm saying?
You feel me?
I know men are the ones who have, you feel me, from society, like we the ones that chase, but aren't we all the catch?
okay.
I like
You know what I'm
that.
saying?
I
So
like how
you gotta
You said, are we all?
you gotta compliment me. You gotta have something to lose. Like Prissy said, you gotta have a relationship with God because I got one. You know what I'm saying? Ambition. Like
Right.
you gotta be a positive thinker, bro.
There you go.
Because something that I really have.
Speaking of some insecurities here.
We talked about last week, right? You know, being positive thinkers and how like this pandemic has really switched my mindset up. Like I don't have no room for negative thinking between myself and between anybody I associate myself with, right? So yesterday at the football game, we had like, because I coach football, we didn't have an ideal we could practice, and I heard one of our players, you know, talking about, well, if we had did this all we can practice, you know, this would be different. We at the game now, bro. That shit behind us, right? So we can't, ain't nothing we can do about that now. So let's positively figure out a way how to win this game, right? So when it comes to people I deal with, you know, I don't want to deal with no shorty. I gotta continually, you know, ain't nothing wrong with me like motivating her and building her up there, right? Or you know, giving her a different perspective on outlook on situations and circumstances. But if I gotta continually do that, that drains me. And I'm already a busy, tired motherfucker at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? So I don't got time for that. You know what I'm saying? So like, and like I said, to a certain extent, like of course, everybody gonna have their days. Like I have my days, but I gotta catch myself complaining.
Moody.
You know what I'm saying? I gotta catch myself. Like, be moody too, yeah. I be having to catch myself. So we all human. Obviously, we all make them mistakes and we all slip up. But if you continuously slipping up, and I continually have to remind you, you know what I'm saying, or continue having to motivate you and pick you up, then I'm straight because then I'm being drained and I can't even have the energy to be me. You know what I'm saying? So those are my standards.
There you go.
Or a look into my standards. I'm a complex and deep person. So like that'll be like a 24-hour conversation if I really got into it.
Okay.
So what's yours?
I was gonna say, talk to it.
Man. Mine, you gotta be able to make me laugh. Like what Kitty said, because I'm a goofy person. I'm a goofy person.
I ain't gonna lie to you, BJ not that funny.
I'm just goofy.
Sorry,
I'm just
no.
goofy. I'm just goofy, man. Make me laugh. The ambition, the drive is another one. A relationship with God, like Prissy said. Man, y'all nailed it wrong. And a positive thinker. Like you said, which that doesn't mean that you can't have your days.
Facts. Because we are.
So you gotta be able to see see that light at the end of the tunnel.
The bigger picture.
There you
Your
go.
perspective, right?
When we get in situations that it's darkness. But yeah, that's for me. That's it for me.
Right. So let me ask this. You said, Prissy, something about dating to marry. Right? So when somebody first stepped to you, you know what I'm saying, sliding the DMs, step to you in person, however, you know what I'm saying, the first thing that you think, like after a conversation is, do I see myself? Can I see myself with this individual? You know, or what's your first thought? What's y'all first thought when somebody slides?
First of all, who is it?
Okay.
Like, what am I looking at? Like, you have to, for me, you have to be something I can look at every day. Like,
So attract.
you have to be attractive, like, at least in my eyes, you have to be attractive to me. So I have to be able to be cool with looking at you every day. Like, if I'm about to be with you for the rest of my life, I want to be able to look at you and be like, damn, you fine.
Okay, so hold on. Off of that, does personality have anything to do with physical attraction?
Yeah, it does.
So the first time you see somebody,
You can be cute and have an ugly personality.
Right.
I'm not going to be with you.
so does that make them less attractive physically because they got a shitty personality?
Yes, like,
No.
to me, you
No,
will
it
still have a
doesn't.
cute
Ooh.
face.
They're still gonna look how they look. If I saw whoever I think is attractive, I saw something like, dang, that guy looks nice. But then I'm like, okay, his personality sucks. His looks has not changed.
But to me, I feel like
It can make you unattracted to him,
Yeah,
but that
it
does not
will
mean
to
that
me.
they're
He'll
living
still-
in
But I guess that's what I mean.
okay,
he'll still look the same, but I'm not going to be attracted to him.
Right.
Okay.
that makes sense. I agree.
Okay.
But this is gonna change my natural eye of how they look. No, I'm gonna
Like,
still
damn,
be
she's
attractive.
still fine.
But I'm like,
She-
but right,
she-
you can be with a
fine.
person like, dang,
Right,
yeah,
right,
she
right.
fine as hell, but I know that her personality is ass.
Terrible. Right.
So since we talking about the DMs, and I just want to get a woman's response about this. What's the proper way, if there
There
is?
is no proper way. I can answer that now.
No. I gotta ask this though. Okay, what's the proper way that a man should enter a female's DMs? Like, you feel me? Because I'm pretty sure y'all both have people signing. I
Man,
mean,
hold on, let me rephrase.
go ahead.
What's gonna catch y'all attention?
There you go.
What do a man
When
got
a
to
man's
do?
sliding your
to
DMs,
slide your
what's gonna
DM to
catch your attention? I want to hear this from a woman. I want to hear
There's
this from a
nothing
woman.
attractive for DMs for me. Ain't nothing. It's not one DM. I'm be like, okay, cool. You can't. I'm an icy girl. I'm a glacier boy.
Come
None
on
of
now.
that. I mean,
I said, man, the pizza. I said, I want to give you a piece of my heart.
there's nothing attractive about sliding into DMs to me personally.
Catch me in
don't.
person.
Y'all think I'm lying.
For sure.
Catch you in person. So
Catch
y'all
me in
catch you in
person.
person.
So y'all ain't entertaining no DM. So
We
if
both
you
in
see-
relationship.
Even if y'all ain't seen the DM, you go to the page like, okay, y'all ain't gonna write back.
I'll look at the page like you're cute, but I'll slide over and delete the message.
I say in a relationship, yes.
So
I
I
see.
wonder why y'all
I'm like,
not
oh
getting
yes.
the DMs back.
That's
Y'all been
why.
deleting them motherfuckers.
I ain't saying nothing in person,
They probably like, damn, he is fine,
but
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go ahead.
Catch
and
me.
just-
man, that's good to know. But that's good to
okay,
know.
so let me ask y'all this: how y'all want a man to step to you in person?
Ooh.
You just gotta know how to step. Like,
If you was a man, how would you step to a woman? How about that?
oh Lord.
Yeah.
No, let's just
Yeah.
feel like this.
Yeah.
If you see somebody that you wanted, a man, what would you say to him?
Well, don't. Well,
They
if
not
I
sliding in
step to
person.
a
They not
woman-
sliding at all.
But you gotta put him in that situation.
They sending messages in a box. That's how they coming.
But you gotta put him in that situation. So go ahead, kid.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
For me, is you really would have to be respect. Like I said, I'm looking at you some type of way. I done had people, and I be thinking like, do you really think I was gonna talk to you? I mean, come up to me like, yeah, let me do this and this and this at this time, or let me do this and this and this after this event. Like, did you really think I was gonna comply with that? But for me, it's like you had to say this to somebody that worked. So women be like, dang,
Ooh,
like
okay, that's
it's really women out here that's like, yeah, I'm gonna accept that. So for me, it's I know you ain't respecting me from off of that, from off jump. You come in here talking about some sexual, you pick me up like that,
Yeah.
you're done. So if for me, it's really just have to come to me respectful, like.
that on top of maturity.
Cause at that point, all I know is you want sex for me. And if you know, that's at the bottom of my list. So, no. What do you really
Like,
want?
don't step to me talking about like you cute. No, oh, I know I'm cute. Like, say like use bigger words. Like you're beautiful. Like, yeah, come on, a little bit more maturity. Like, show me why you want to be.
You gotta be different, bro.
Right.
You gotta be different.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know if y'all watch Remote TV. It's on YouTube, but y'all know the Instagram and Twitter dude Justin LeBoy. Yeah, Justin LeBoy. Y'all don't know Justin LeBoy? Or these niggas broke okay? Y'all Y'all ain't tapped in.
I think I heard that one right
See
there.
to know.
Oh man, so the dude on Instagram and Twitter under his name is Justin LeBoy, like LABOY. I thought his name was Justin LeBoy, but I tapped in and his name is Justin LeBoy. Anywho, real popular on Instagram and Twitter, but he do these things with P Diddy's son Justin.
Oh, respectfully, Justin.
Yeah, that dude, respectfully Justin. Yeah.
I
So
just
he
watched
had
that
did
show
it.
before I came.
He had did an interview with Sweetie.
Yeah, watched that.
Okay. So she had made a comment, or Justin Combs had asked her a question, was like, okay, do y'all take y'all men, cause she got cheese in the bag, do y'all take y'all men on shopping sprees?
She said, why
And she said, why do men
want to be?
want to be treated like girlfriends? So let's tap into that.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not what?
I completely disagree. Like
With
you
what she
said, yes.
Okay.
What you said about being the catch, 100%. I want to spoil my man just as much as he spoiled me. Because
You hear me?
Because obviously, if a woman feel like they carry this much value, and I'm wanting to marry you as my husband, you gotta be carrying just as much value. So if you feel like I'm valuable, like she said, a Birkin, a Bentley, if you feel like you valuable for that, I'm the one to do the same thing to you. So no, and I don't feel like it's anyone being treat it like a girlfriend. Like, no, like the whole sweetest day, Valentine's Day is one for the other. No, we both gonna spoil each other. I don't know why it's just you
That's
get
how
this
you get
one,
the
I
best
get
of
this
that
one.
relationship.
Nah, I don't really feel like it's men wanting to be treated like whatever, especially black men. Like, they so gotta put on this tough act. Like, no, spoil them and treat them, because more than likely they grew up in a household where they have to be only tough and they ain't getting spoiled, but they see their sisters getting. Nah, this.
Okay.
I don't really feel like
So
it's
you disagree with her statement?
So you spoil your man.
Oh, you gonna get spoiled for sure. And giving is one of my love languages anyway, so you just.
Okay, boom. Another topic. Let's talk about love language. Y'all talking about it today. It's Sunday.
Get into it.
Okay, say that. We right on the court. Okay, so how important do y'all feel like it is for y'all significant other to, you feel me,
To know your love language.
to know y'all love language and not only know them, but
But
execute them
yeah.
properly
Yeah.
and effectively. You know what I'm saying? Like how important is that into a relationship? 'Cause I know people who have talked about love language and like, yeah, love languages, they straight or whatever, but like, dude, are they really real? Yes, they are real. You know what I'm saying?
It's really
touch on that.
important. Like, it's so important because I've had someone who has had a different love language as me. They fit everything that I needed, but their love language did not match mine. Like, they could not give me what I needed. And I couldn't give them what they needed because our love languages they just weren't the same. Like, as long as you can have different love languages, but you have to know how to effectively give each other their love language. So you have to know, like, if you can't do it, then you're just not meant for each other.
It's not only knowing, but actually applying it.
Yeah.
Because I've been in relationships where I'm like, okay, first thing we need to do is read the 5 love languages box. And I'm going to tell you from the jump which one is mine. Because I've been in situations where someone else's love language was physical touch. Nah, that ain't gonna be nothing for me. Not at all. I had where gift giving had just came about as older days, but you can buy me all this stuff and I would still be mad, and I don't care about those gifts because that's not my love language. But here you is saying sorry, and that's not gonna work. My number 1 love language is words of affirmation, completely. And I think people also get it confused when they're like, this is my love language. It can apply in different relationships. My dad didn't know words of affirmation was my love language, and he has this is how I need you to, Dad, I need you to say this. Or with your friends, this is what I need. You might give me a gift as a friend, I'm like, nah, I need you to say X, Y, and Z, but you have to actually know. But what also when Kitty's love language is gift giving. What people don't understand about love language is her love language is gift giving. So she gonna give me a gift to let me know how much she appreciate me. But she also needs those gifts as well, because that's her love language. So you also have to give it back, because that's what they need, because that's how they gotta feel loved.
Right.
So actually applying it, not just like, okay, well, this their love language. I know she gonna feel this way.
You can have different love languages, but applying it, that's why they say opposites attract.
And relationships will work if you apply that person's love language.
You just have to put the effort.
I know my boyfriend don't like to talk, but I do. So he had to learn how to talk. And he had it too. He was
like we just gonna sit here in this room and look at each other, or talking like having a tough conversation.
Having them tough conversations.
Tough conversations.
Bro, I hate it. Like, cause, like, I can understand what she's talking about as a real, because it's like, I never really had to have those tough conversations growing up. You know, with my mama, for real, with my daddy. And like, when I look at the relationship that me and my dad have, even my grandfathers, we never really told each other I love you, or, you know, things like that as a man. So that made, I contribute that to, you know, make it a little harder for me to tell other people I love them. Like, it's easy to tell my mama, because I came from her. You feel me? It's easy to tell Granny, because I know where Granny stands in my life. You feel me? But those tough conversations, I never knew how to have them because of that, and also because of, you feel me, situationships. I never really took my situationship serious.
Yeah, me neither.
So it was like, I didn't feel like there was a need to have a tough conversation because we was never going to.
He was never there.
You feel me? Yeah. So, like, that's why I struggle now, like, with the tough conversations, bro.
No.
I got a little better.
So how do them conversations start as far as like love language? You sit down and be like, all right, man, these my love languages. I'm gonna tell you how to apply these motherfuckers. So
Not how to apply them.
you don't teach them. You don't tell them
I
how.
mean,
Is that
you
something
can
they
tell
can
them how.
Me, I would definitely teach you.
No, like basically, like you should know the love languages. Like
Nah, kid. You,
What
I
is
feel like
that?
because
Because
you really would.
okay, but
You really would have
it's
to
straight to the
somebody.
point. Like words of affirmation.
No, it isn't because your words of affirmation could be different words of affirmation for me.
Okay, then you would have a conversation about it. But
Right, so you would
affection
have to tell
is
somebody.
like to the point.
Nah, because what he said was intimacy could be different from another person. What he could say is affection could be different for another person.
But I guess
So
that's where communication comes.
no.
So are you
she's like words of
saying-
affirmation. Like I have seen, so 2 examples, right? Words of affirmation. All right, babe, I'm proud of you. You doing your thing. You complete me. Boom. Words of affirmation. Or it'd be like, all right, babe, you're not doing what you're doing right now. Pick your shit up. You know what I'm saying? Them 2 different people, their
Two
perspective
different.
on words of affirmation.
Yeah.
So I feel like when it do come to love language, you gotta sit down with your significant other and explain to them what your love languages are and how you would like for them to apply them.
Also, I think I'm looking at it
Physical touch.
different because I'm in psychology. I'm working with kids where I got to study each behavior to be like, okay, well, this is their behavior, this is their behavior. This could be aggression, this could be aggression. But both of them are different. They're both different. So I'm like, okay, I got to apply this one this way and this one this way. But
no, I see what you're saying because you tell them your love languages and leave that conversation at that. But now
If it
it's up
doesn't
to them to
work
pay
out,
attention.
then you can have a conversation.
You feel me? They got it. I think it's
But I
more
feel like that's why people struggle in relationships. Why not just be completely honest and be like, okay, this is what it is. Now I gotta guess. So now you still mad about you told me your words of affirmation. Now I done gave you the wrong words of affirmation. Now you mad. Now I gotta figure out like why not just skip that whole
Don't make me guess.
no, just guess.
I can't guess.
I'm
I
not
suck.
guessing. I'm just gonna sit there and play the game. I'm just like,
And that's gonna make me even more mad.
right. I'm not guessing. I'm not guessing.
So who's more toxic, male or female?
Ooh.
It depends.
On what?
I think it for sure is females.
For real? Give me a reason. Yeah, give me a reason. Yeah. Look.
What's the point about something?
So you think it's females? Okay, so then Kitty, who do you think is more toxic?
I think it just depends on the person.
Why do you think females are toxic?
I feel like females can be more toxic because
They could be so sad.
a female is emotional beings. They're emotional people. So whatever emotion that is, that's the behavior they're gonna act off of, and that's toxic to me. Ain't no, I'm finna decipher through all this. No, I'm sad. I'm working off this sadness. This is my sadness behavior, and that can put people in very bad situations. And I didn't see it, not personally. I try to sit down when I'm feeling any type of, figure out why, but I feel like females can be, and that's, can be if they mad. I done seen females be like, okay, I'm mad at my nigga. I'm about to go do X, Y, Z with this dude. Males can be the same way, but they in and out. That female didn't pick that dude. She didn't probably already have some, and that's toxic for me. Again, females are emotional beings. Some females make him just lay down and woo woo woo. More than likely, there's some type of soul ties. Going back to the soul ties, but
Yeah, because she said males are in and out. You feel me? So it's just like us. It's just
but that's toxic to me.
Okay.
So when them actions are emotional feelings driven, okay, you're a dangerous person. I feel the same way too, bro. I feel the same way
Talk
too.
about it.
I mean, I don't know, bro. I just
Now
feel
don't
like
you try to throw the females in the blood.
I would actually disagree with you because I actually think that we as males are toxic.
Me too.
More toxic.
How?
I mean,
Y'all can't be toxic.
Oh, facts. I didn't say they wasn't toxic.
I feel like here you go, bro. I just feel like because speaking of my experience, bro, we really don't express our feelings at all. So we are already cold-hearted. So we don't really think about what we
So
do.
not
Words of
expressing
affirmation,
feelings,
I'm
do you
with
feel like
you.
that's toxic?
What, not expressing feelings?
Yeah.
It's a problem. I don't know if it's toxic.
What is toxic?
But you come to me and I'm gonna be mad forever. And be not mad when you ask me am I hungry. That's toxic.
Every time you hungry, you better ask if she hungry. Hey, I'm hungry. You hungry, babe? What you want to eat? But going back to your question, bro. Man, I just feel like because we so heartless, like we can be heartless and cold, so cold, but that we don't think about what we're doing, and which makes us toxic. We don't account for our actions, and things like that. That's why I feel like we toxic. Me, I feel like I was toxic. I was like so emotionless, no feelings, just so cold-hearted. I was just like, it is what it is. You feel me? At the end of the day. So yeah.
How do y'all feel about giving multiple chances?
It's a 0 for me.
Once you do it the first time, you're going to do it again. So that's how I'm going to do it.
You think so?
I think so. Maybe you could, some people, the most I would ever give is one more chance. But after that, if you were to ever do anything like that again, depending on the person and the situation and what happened, that would depend on the chance. But if you were like to ever do that again, that's out the window.
Back to the streets.
So you standing on that?
It's out the
You
window.
ain't gonna fold?
I'm not folding on that. That's
For
for
nobody.
sure. For nobody.
It probably really do depend on the situation for me. If we're
Yeah.
talking about you done did some stuff like you said, the negative thinking. If it's repeatedly, like I know this is changing me as a person, so I can't do it. Nah, you coming back like, yeah, can I try again? I done amped my brain up a little bit. Okay, yeah, maybe, but you talking about some stuff where it hurt me.
So cheating, let me give y'all an example.
You're
Cheating.
done. I'm
Yeah,
cheating.
that's out the window. Say you was like on social media flirting with somebody, okay. That is like a strike, basically. So flirting with somebody and you did it
What you say, let you
again,
couldn't?
at that point it's out the window.
Prissy
But-
said, ain't no room for nothing.
Because what?
Oh, okay. BJ, we
You
talking about
entertaining
this
in that? No, you were
2 episodes ago.
What?
Significant others in social media.
Social media is out the window.
So, okay, when it comes to, you and your significant other having issues and all, right? Y'all just like not agreeing, this nigga really irritating y'all. Do y'all take y'all frustration on social media and rant? Not necessarily like dropping names, but like just venting about y'all situation and whatnot?
No.
Why not?
I did. I absolutely did. I would go to Twitter, and it wouldn't even necessarily be tweeting stuff. Sometimes I just be retweeting my little life away. For some reason, when you back in a relationship, everything is just there for you to retweet. But like, dang, y'all just knew. But I went through a period where I had to delete social media for a minute to step back and say I cannot do that. But do I do it now? No, because my significant other didn't want me to do that. It's just thought it wasn't. It's not mature at all. But
How y'all feel about y'all significant other like other living pictures?
It's out the window.
Why?
I don't care.
Watch what you following for then.
Okay.
That shit was
Following for it in the first place.
before you mention it, before you mention
Okay.
type of shit. So,
I don't mind.
so
You
like,
can look. You can look.
but you can't double
But you
tap.
don't need to tab. You worked your fingers to tab.
Not necessarily.
Yes, you did. You had to move that finger to the screen to
You
tab.
did. You already on the screen.
Your
No,
brain
you're on the
process.
screen.
If I'm scrolling like this on
Your
Instagram, and I go like
But
this.
your thumb,
That ain't
you have to lift
That's
your
easy.
thumb.
That's easy. Right?
You have to actually tab. Like,
Look, not really.
you gotta actually tab.
Tap, tap, tap. Yeah, you feel me?
So let me ask you this.
You gotta tab.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Okay.
Is it okay for your man to be in somebody else's private store?
A close friend.
Like a close friend,
I
close
can
friend private
you
store.
can be in someone's close friends. As long as it ain't something out the window, like some
Like the
crazy
content that they
stuff.
post.
Like you can have friends that you're cool with, they be putting their life on there, but if it's like a whole stripper's life, that's out the window.
So if he's,
I don't mind.
You don't mind. So if it's
Like if it's like a naked girl, I'm like, okay, that's a little bit too much.
See, it don't. To me, it really don't matter. If you like that, that's what you like. You can double tap it. Cool, because I might double tap some. Like you said, I'm following this person, but it's a picture that you liked. If you didn't went under and be like hard eyes, okay, dude, why? You liked it, that was enough. But you in that private story, If somebody shaking, twerking, whatever, I'm not
That's
twerking.
whatever, right.
You want to see somebody twerk? Look at her, because I'm not gonna be doing it. Cool. You in the proper story? Alright. You swiping up on the thing? No. That's too much. But but I'm too secure in myself. But that goes to you doing something that you ain't supposed to do. Then that's when you lost me. But I gave you my trust. But I was explaining to someone the other day, like I don't feel like people have to work for my trust. If I met DJ, I trust them from off jump. Until he do something that's distrustful is when I take it away. So that's how I go into my relationships. I'm immediately trusting you because I obviously got a relationship and I had to have trust already. So cool, you doing all this stuff, you obviously know what you're not and can do in a relationship. So that was the standards from the jump.
Once you break that trust, it's never going to be the same. Like there's
So
no
why you still with
way.
that person?
That's the point. That's why it's out the window.
Okay.
Like there's no way you can actually still keep the same relationship without having to doubt that person, like in their actions. So that's why chances ain't there.
No, that's real though. That's real because there's been situations where I've dealt with somebody and they've shown who they were or done something that I just didn't mess with. It's like, okay, we can still kick it, but it's never gonna be that again. You know what I'm saying? Like you would never have me in that capacity that you had.
Right.
You know, like we may have like stopped kicking it and then we spin the block, but it'll never be that. Now I'm gonna treat you like the other short one. No, it's that. Okay. No, I feel that for sure. BJ?
I ain't got no question.
Y'all got any questions y'all want to ask us? Like, you think from our perspective? You know what I'm saying? As men.
I know we're putting you on the spot.
Right.
I don't know.
Get into it.
I don't think I think I'm straight.
That's it.
I can sit here and talk all day about
I
it.
know, we can't.
I mean, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, last question.
Okay, go ahead.
What do y'all think, you feel me? Or before, like, we do something else, but what do y'all think are some key traits, you feel me, or key characteristics of a successful and effective relationship?
Communication for one. You have to be able to communicate. If you can't communicate, your relationship isn't really going to go anywhere. Like you have to be on the same page with the person you're trying to build a life with.
For me, I wouldn't say communication because some people lack communication. That's something that they just gonna have to work on. But it would be having a sense of understanding, and that I feel like that holds so much weight that people don't really understand. Like somebody could be like, "Oh, I'm doing this and this and this because of some past trauma." Like you really would have to understand, or somebody been in a relationship with somebody who's been cheated on, now they got major trust issues. I really would have to sit down and be like, okay, I understand.